Hello there guys, it's AR Videos, and I'm actually not a hypocrite for once, and I'm making another video, and in this video we'll be going over loops in Java. And basically what a loop does is it runs a bit of code a couple times until like a terminating condition is reached. And so like watch, if we just run this program once, it would just print out the output just once. But what if we want to do it multiple times? That's what loops are for. So there are three types of loops in Java. There's the while, the do while, and the for loop. First I'll teach you the while loop, which is the easiest. Alright, so just type in while, and it should, hold on, sorry. And just type in while, and it should glow up. And then put parentheses right here. And within the parentheses, you have to type in your condition. So let's try random equals 2. And so forever, if random equals 2, we'll keep doing the condition. So we just put the curly braces, system.out.println, and we can just make it print out something like run. And so we'll keep doing that while random equals 2. So let's check it out. But there's one problem. This is what's called the infinite loop. Basically, the terminating condition is never met, so it just keeps running. And so you have to have a terminating condition. Like here, it's saying like while random is equal to 2, just run, but random never changes, so it'll keep running. So let's change that to maybe if random is less than 20, and what we can do is we can increase random by a little bit every time. So try typing in random plus plus, and what the double pluses do is it increases it by 1. It increases the value of random by 1 each time. So let's try that. And there we go, it stopped. And another common error is the off by 1 error. So you should be careful. Like I started random at 2, so it won't actually run 20 times. Plus, it's less than, not less than or equal to. So it'll actually run until 19, and on 20 it'll stop. So really, this loop will run about 18 times. So off by 1 is a small error, but it really drives programmers insane. Alright, then the next type of loop I'll teach you is the do while loop, which is like it sounds, it's very similar to the while loop. So just do 2 curly braces, and then after the last curly brace, do while, and then the parentheses, and type in your parameter. So let's try random is less than 40 this time, because we didn't reset random to 2. So let's increase it. While random is less than 40, and put a semicolon after. And then let's type in system.out.print line, and we'll say do while. Alright, and we have to of course put in random plus plus, otherwise this will run forever too. And the advantage of do while loops is it always runs at least once. So if you want a program to at least run once, then you should use a do while loop, and in some occasions you may need that. So let's see. Okay, good, that worked too. Now here's another loop. It's gonna take a little bit longer to explain, but for loops are pretty important. They're pretty helpful. So here's how a for loop works. In the parentheses, like you type in for and then parentheses like with the while loop, but you have to have a starting value, then a end value, and then an increment. So it's like that, and they're separated by commas. So let's start by declaring a starting value, and you can declare variables within them. That's the cool part. So let's say int I, and then set it to equal to a value like 0. It's semicolon. Oh yeah, it's semicolon. Sorry, not commas. And then you can say I less than 10, and that so it repeats until it reaches 10. Semicolon, and then we can do I plus plus, or you can do I plus equals, and then set your own custom increment. We'll just stick with I plus plus, and then the same 2 curly braces, system.out.print line, and we can say fours. Alright, let's see if that works now. And also, for some reason, like some of my friends, they were confused whether you can put loops within loops. That's totally fine. You can mix and match all these loops and use them within loops. In fact, that's it's called nesting loops. You can put loops within loops. And obviously you'll need that in program, because otherwise, you can't really do much with just one loop per program. Alright, well, that's all. Just these 3 basic loops. Just keep practicing with them. You can do some simple situations like I did with these simple values. And then, you can use them for all sorts of things. You can even put in conditional statements, and you can make them even more useful. Alright, well, that's all for today. Thanks for watching this AAR video. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.